All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. And we got what possibly could be a longer video, so hopefully my power viewers and ultra power viewers will enjoy this content, because I want to show you all who collect comics that even key comics, even comics that can get very expensive, even ones you think you'll never find a deal for, if you really try, if you're really patient, if you change your mindset, you will get deals all the time. Some of you will believe that, some of you will not believe that. If you don't believe it, there's nothing I could do for you. So while I'm waiting for people to come in, I just want to let everybody know, as you can see in the live chat, I posted a link to the cashback program. If you have not signed up for it, click on the link. It's free to sign up. If you click on the link, it helps my channel out if you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days, because you will also get a $10 additional cash back. So I wouldn't do any kind of deal that would not help you or your channel as well. So click on that sign up, and you can use it for more than just comics, and it'll help. So I got 5 unboxings I'm going to do. These are all 5 comics that I've bought within the past month. These are all Silver Age key issues. Now, they're not Amazing Fantasy 15 or anything like that, but when you see them, especially the last 2 or 3, you're going to see that I get deals all the time. It's not luck, it's putting the effort in, and I want to try and get people to change their mindset so they can, what I like to call, understand that. I mean, like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, and people are not going to believe it. I can't help those people. But now we see a bunch of people in. I always say hello to the first couple of people that show up, so it always pays to get here early. So join into the chat. Even if you've never seen my channel before or been in a live chat, we always encourage people to join in. And wait until the end so I can give today's surprise subscriber shout out. You don't have to be a subscriber to do it. And one of the things I say is, the more active you are in the chat room, in the live chat, the more likely I will see your comment. So if you've already gotten one, just understand I want to try and get newer people, but that doesn't mean I don't want you in the chat. So Horror Breakdown, you are first. Always good to see you. Michael P., Steve S. Collect what? That's a good question. Comms Collections, welcome. Joe Rios, Gary Hahn, excuse me. Matt is here. Comms Collectibles, I think I just said. S-Cargo T80, good to see you. Will he survive? And he says, tell Oregon what's up. I definitely will, but he doesn't understand human language, but we'll see what happens. Manny the Comic Collector, good to see you. Eternal Thunder, I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome. William is here. Panda King, another person I haven't seen before, welcome. And if you enjoy this, you don't have to do it now, but if you enjoy these kind of videos, if you want to give it a thumbs up, I would absolutely appreciate it. But of course, I want to earn that, so don't do it until you see the video or near the end or when you're leaving, so this way I know you actually enjoyed it. Alright, so let's put on the video camera. So I have 5 packages and boxes. I have not opened these. We're going to open them together. Of course, I will tell you the significance. So the good thing is, you're going to have 5 key issues in this video. So if you've never seen them before, or you never knew the significance, or out of sight, out of mind, these might be something that will catch your eye. So this is the least best of them all, of the 5. But still, when you see it, it's not a bad comic, especially for the prices. So, like I said, I do this, I don't do it to brag, I try and do it to have people understand that if you spend your whole life saying I can or I won't, or it's too hard, or it's too difficult, or I can't do it, yada yada yada, don't be surprised that life hands you the very thing that you really don't want, solely for the fact that you keep repeating it. So if you think of life like a computer and it doesn't understand emotion, it's basically giving you what you keep repeating. So why repeat negative things? Because they definitely do not work for you. And the good thing about trying to change an ideal and a concept is, if it doesn't work, you can always go back to the original way. So many people have tried my suggestions, and many have said how happy things have pleasantly changed. So if you spend your whole life saying, oh, I'll never get that book, or it's too hard, or I don't want to put in the effort, or I can't do it, well, you're going to make that your truth. So don't be silly and do that. It makes no sense to me. And also remember, this is supposed to be fun. Yes, I do it because, you know, I sell some of the comics, but a lot of them I keep. A lot of them I've never owned before, and I love to have them. So remember, it's fun. Keep that first and foremost. Whether you make money or not, you know, you'll always find a way if you work hard. So don't make it like it's a life or death situation. So, the first one, and of course I will tell you the significance and I will give you the price. This is a lower grade book, but this is one of those that was listed right away. I've been collecting recently a lot of early flashes. This is flash number 109. This is the second appearance of Mirror Master. So like I said, it's not a major key book, this particular one, but still, considering the Silver Age Flash started at issue 105. This is a very early Silver Age Flash. You can see it's still got the 10 cents. It does have a couple of minor stains, so I don't know what they did, but a dry cleaning could help that. I don't know if I would grade this book. There's a little piece missing there, but overall you could see it does present really well. I would say it's probably a 2.5 to a 3.0 range. Very minimal color breaks along the spine right there. But early Silver Age Flash, with shipping and handling, I paid $49.99. So that was a just listed book. So, you know, like I said, that's not an AF-15. I'm not going to retire on that book and, you know, live happily ever after. But still, to get that book for 50 bucks, including shipping, is not bad at all. So they will get better from here on out. So, like I said, I try and do this to get people to think in a different way. Don't spend your whole life listening to people who tell you it's too hard, or it's never been done, or it can't happen, or it won't happen, or you should give up, or it's never easy. Why would you want to surround yourself with people that are going to basically, even friends and family, who will make you feel like you're not good enough, or you can't accomplish something? To me, when somebody says it's never been done before and it's something I'm passionate about, in my mind, I don't say, oh, okay, it's never been done, why bother? I say, all right, well, I guess I'll be the first one that does it. Now, does that guarantee success every time? Well, obviously not, but still, if you win every once in a while, you're going to be happy. You know, if you search for a needle in the haystack, it's going to take a while, but when you find that needle, you're going to be very happy. All right, so the first one is basically a throw-in. So I don't know if there's any significance of this particular book. I have yet to look it up, but if you find out, or if you know, because you guys sometimes are smarter than I am, this is the first part of 2 comics. This is Tales to Astonish number 55. So this is basically a throw-in. But, I mean, again, early Silver Age, but that's not why I bought this. And there's a... oh, that's a date stamp. I wonder... that's not even on the comic. That's actually on the bag, so that's weird. So, again, I don't know if there's any major significance of this one, but that's not why I bought it. I bought it for this one. This is one of the books of mine that got stolen, and mine was in much better condition, but this is still, when you see it, you'll understand. And I didn't think I was going to get this one because I found, once they did an announcement of this certain character being in the movies eventually, prices got really out of hand, and I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on this book, even though I saw it was continuing to rise. But we have Tales to Astonish number 52, which is the first appearance of the Black Knight, who not only is going to be in the Eternals movies, but rumors have it they are basically trying to get a solo series down the line. So this book could be definitely highly significant at one point. This book has gotten incredibly expensive just based on the rumors. Now, once everything obviously is confirmed, because we already know they already hired the actor from Game of Thrones to play the part. Now, whether there's a solo series, I guess basically depends on how well he plays it in the Eternals. So just because there's a rumor on that, don't always, you know, think of it as it can't change, because it can. But if he does well in the Eternals, and the Eternals movie does well, and they end up giving him a solo movie, or he becomes part of the Avengers, that's another rumor they were talking about, this book is going to continue to rise. So it was 52 with basically 55 thrown in. For both books, I paid $46.95, which means I paid $23.47 a piece. Getting this book alone for that price would have been worth it. So they threw in this one, and again, I don't know if there's any significance, but even still, you know, early, well, semi-early Tales to Astonish, number 55, you know, that could end up having something, but it'll be worth something even if I sold it for $10. That means I would have only paid $33 for this book. That's not bad at all. So again, that is something I bought just recently. So it's not like I can say, oh yeah, I bought it 4 years ago, that's why it's so cheap. No, that's not how this works. I'm talking about books you're getting now, not books you bought when they were, 12 cents back in the days. All right, so next up, this is another book that has to do with a certain character that's going to be in a movie. This is already confirmed. There have already been not even hints about it. This is happening. So this is one, and I have one that I haven't even gotten yet. So I got two in the past month of one of my subscribers, and I won't mention their name unless they want to be mentioned. But I actually showed them the eBay purchases when they came to my shop. Because speaking of shop, every Saturday and Sunday I'm at the Wagon Wheel Flea Market. That's in Pinellas Park in Florida. That's I think west of Tampa. It's north of Largo and St. Pete and Clearwater. And I'm in Booth N50. So if you ever want to check that out, please do. But he says he's been looking for this book for the longest time, and he could never find a good deal. And I keep saying, when you keep saying if you're never going to find something, well, like I said, the universe is going to give you exactly what you say, not what you hope. And that's why I always tell people, if you're starving, if you pray for food, hope for food, or wish for food, how long are you going to be sitting there praying, hoping, and wishing for food? You want food, you got to get it. So it does require effort. It does require knowledge. So this, again, is a lower grade book, probably a 3.0 to a 3.5 range. But even still, this is a hot book. I will absolutely be changing the bag and board. This looks like they wrapped it in like saran wrap or something, but it is a bag. It just looks like it's been there for a while. So again, lower grade book, but not anything that looks horrible. This is a key book. And that is Amazing Spider-Man 101. That's the first appearance of Morbius. Now, we know the trailer just came out, and actually the trailer looks pretty darn good. So this is a very hot book right now. I paid, with shipping and handling, $107.50 for this book. That is, to me, that's almost a steal. I mean, a steal would be, finding it at a garage sale and stuff for $10 or anything. But still, paying under a 0.5 price for this book. And I got another one that's under $100. It's just not here yet. So again, very popular book, very current. So it's not like books that have already gone out and nobody cares about anymore. So I want to keep instilling that deals can always be found. Never give up. If you want to give up, don't be surprised you don't win. If you're in the middle of a race and you decide, I don't feel like running anymore, well, hello, you're not going to win. You have a better chance if you not only, enter the race, but, you got to practice, you got to be in shape, you got to do what it takes. So when it comes to finding comics like this, and I have many videos under tips and advice on what you can do. I give my eBay secrets. I don't charge anything for it. The only thing I ask for, and I'll post it right now, like I say, is if anybody can click on or share that link that I post, or if they want to purchase any of my comics, you can click on the link in the description, which is also in the description as well. But I have plenty of videos to teach people how to make deals and what to do. The idea is, and the effort is, are you willing to make the effort to make those deals happen? Or are you going to be somebody that really just likes to complain about never getting anything and wondering why it never changes? So you got to also have an effort. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to know the value of the comics. Like as soon as I see a cover, because I'm very visually oriented, as soon as I see a cover that I'm familiar with, I know exactly what it is. And I have a general idea of what the comics are worth. That's another good reason why you should watch people's videos. Not even just mine. You could watch any other. I don't even care if they like me or not. I mean, if they help you, God bless you. So again, this is another lower grade book. It is intact though, but there is some, this is probably a 2.0 to a 3.0. Well, probably a 2.0 to 2.5. But I don't care because this book is going to continue to skyrocket. I have several copies of this. And again, I will tell you the price. And to me, I think this is a steal because this book is going to go up, not down. So it's not at its peak. So here we go. This is probably my 5th copy of, as you can see, Silver Surfer #1. So it does have some spine tick. Well, I should show you the spine first. It does have some spine ticks. You can see there's some splitting. There's a little piece actually missing there. There's a lot of color break increases. So this book has been highly loved. You can see there's creases all over the bottom. But like I always say, low grade is better than no grade. If you're waiting for a 9.8 and you're waiting for the money to be able to afford a 9.8, well, you may never get it. So if anything, you can get a lower grade and then later on upgrade. But at least you could say you have it. So this is a book that is going to be very hot. This is not a cheap book, even in a 0.5. And I paid, again, under the 0.5 price. So again, this isn't going to come out to a 6.0. But if I double the amount or triple the amount of what I paid for it, if I sell it, well, then that's a good thing. So with shipping and handling, I paid $112 for this book. So again, that includes shipping and handling. Another good price for a book that, I mean, let's put it this way. What do you think's going to happen the day that Fantastic Four finally gets confirmed? And what do you think's going to happen when they finally confirm Silver Surfer? He's not a one-and-done character. So this is a book that is on the rise. You don't want to buy what I always call the flavor of the month. All right, so we got last but not least. And don't forget, guys, if you enjoy these videos, if you give it a thumbs up, it really helps me and it helps my channel. So any kind of help will be appreciated. So again, this is, well, it looks a lot better than what I thought. This one's probably a 3.0 to a 3.5. But again, another hot book. This is one of those books, it might be on the decline a little bit right now, because this particular character's story arc is basically done at this point. But you never know when they'll reboot it or use another character. But even if they don't, this character is going to be valuable no matter what, whether there's another movie or not. So last but not least, I have, this is probably my third copy or fourth copy, Iron Man #1. So again, very desirable book. Yes, his story arc as of now is almost complete, because there are rumors, and I'm going to keep it as rumors at this point, that he might be making a cameo too in the Black Widow movie. So he's not done yet, and you never know who might pay, be the next Iron Man, or if he comes back, who knows. So this one, as you could see, it's not destroyed. The cover is intact. The bag needs to be changed, because anytime you see those wrinkles in a bag, it's time to absolutely change it. So you don't want to keep your comics in a bag and board that look that wrinkly. So that's an easy fix. But I only paid, with shipping and handling, $157.50 for this book. So to me, that is a really good price for Iron Man #1. Now, obviously, it's not his first appearance, but still, I remember paying, $200-300 for that book in lower grade. So these are books that people want. So these were the 5 books. Like you could see, these are pretty much all key books. We got Iron Man #1. We got Silver Surfer #1. We got Amazing Spider-Man 101. That's the first print. It's not the silver issue. We got Tales to Astonish, which also came with issue 55. This is number 52, First Black Knight. I've wanted that book for a while. And then, last but not least, not a major significant book, but still, early Silver Age Flash, Flash number 109, Second Mirror Master. So those are pretty decent books. These have all been purchased and won within this month. So it's not like I bought them years ago. And I would think that those are pretty decent prices, because a lot of these could still be on the rise or have potential. And Ron just put a super chat, so anytime anybody does a super chat, I want to thank them. I really appreciate that. But I want to show people, you got to change, well, you don't got to, but if your luck isn't working because you're basing everything on luck, well, it's time to realize, because I always say to people, you need real eyes to realize that life will give you not what you hope for, not what you wish for, not what you pray for, but what your brain is thinking about all the time and what you're feeling. So if you're always feeling down, you're always feeling angry, always feeling upset, always feeling worried, well, the world and the universe is going to give you that confirmation to say, look, you must want this because you feel that way. And like a magnet, it attracts to itself. So, again, you don't have to believe in this stuff. You could say it's garbage. You could say it's crazy. You could say I'm crazy. Well, I show time and time again, video after video, of the deals that I make. Now, I'm not like some of the people on YouTube that will go to yard sales and go to flea markets and everything and spend hours of the day trying to find a deal, because I know there are people that get much better deals than I do. But considering this is all done on eBay, and even with shipping and handling, to be able to pay a lot of times under a 0.5 price for these books, and I don't have to leave my house, I don't have to go anywhere, I can do it at, you know, there was one of them while I was waiting for customers to come in at the Wagon Wheel. I decided, let me go and check and see if there's anything available. This isn't the one, but I got another one for about $97. And that was just 2 minutes on the phone looking to see what's on eBay. So you could think it's luck, you can think it's just coincidence, or you can think there's something to it. And like I said, if you do something, you got to go in full force. If you say, well, you know, it's like somebody that says they're going to quit smoking. If you want to really quit smoking, if you have a pack of cigarettes in your hands and you can't crush those cigarettes up and throw them away, you're never going to quit, because those cigarettes have power over you, not the other way around. If you're a person that finally decided today's the day I never want to smoke again, and you have a pack of cigarettes and you crush them up and destroy them and throw them out, that's showing that you are powerful, not the cigarette. So, you know, it's easy to have the out of sight, out of mind. Like, for example, one day I just decided I didn't feel like drinking anymore. And at one point, you know, I was karaoke DJing at bars, probably 3 to 4 times a week. I was a lead singer of a band, so we drank all the time. We also drank when we practiced. I was drinking 5-6 times a week, to the point where I would be drinking rum and cokes and 5 or 6 Long Island iced teas, and it wouldn't do anything. One day I just decided I don't want to drink anymore, and I stopped. Now, it would have been easy to separate myself from that, but to this day, I still work in bars. I have no desire. So the true test of strength is not saying I'm going to quit something and stay away from it. It's having it right in front of you where you can easily get it, and you choose not to. So in that aspect, if you want to quit something, you have to say to yourself, how bad do you really want that thing? And that's why, like I said, that one particular person that came to my Wagon Wheel flea market, and that's, again, Booth N50 in Pinellas Park, they want a Amazing Spider-Man 101. I had one for sale for $4.95. And I told the person, because it's you and I want to show you that deals can come out of nowhere, I said, even though that's listed at $4.95, I'll sell it to you for $2.95. So if you want it, it's yours, unless somebody else buys it in the meantime. And I said to them, that's the universe's way of saying, do you really want it? Because now you have the opportunity to get it at a much lower rate than what is out there currently. You have to say to yourself, did you really want it? Now, so far, I haven't heard back from the person, so, you know, he could have found a better deal. He could decide it's just not the right thing. But the idea is, you have to say to yourself, if you want something, are you ready to commit to it right now? Are you ready to do what it takes? Are you ready to pounce, or are you a person that has to think about things and they let their fear take control of their lives? Because what if? Or it's too scary, or it's too challenging, or it's the unknown. You know, the unknown doesn't always have to be scary, and scary things don't have to be bad. I mean, let's put it this way. Anybody have a surprise birthday party where you don't know what the present is? That's a surprise, isn't it? Well, isn't it good? How about fear? Ever been on a roller coaster? That's scary. Is that horrible? No, it's actually fun. So it always depends on how you perceive life. If you want it to be nothing but evil and hatred and back and forth negativity, well, that's what you're going to get, even if it's something you don't want. So when I show these kind of books, and again, you could see these are not, you know, some brand new variant that's going to be the flavor of the month for a couple of days and then be in the dollar bin. These are all, again, and I'll show the books if you're just tuning in, these are all pretty darn valuable books that I paid way under what the current prices are. And again, I don't do it to brag. I want to show you how often, time and time again, I can get deals. Sometimes I don't get deals because maybe it's not the right time to spend the money, or maybe there's a better deal around the corner. So if there's a book you want, like this one, for example, I've wanted this one since my comic got stolen back in, what was it, 1999? Well, no, 2001, because it was the year, you know, a couple of months before 9/11. I've wanted this book for a long time, but when they did the announcements of a potential person being in the movie, the prices got too expensive. And lo and behold, I found one at a pretty reasonable price. So I want to show you there's other ways to do this. I might not be the best channel. I might not do everything the right way. I might not have flashy backgrounds and, you know, say funny things. I'm here to show you directly that you can do whatever you set your mind to and set your heart to. And I always tell people, if you base your life on belief, there's a reason why there's the word lie in the middle of a belief. Because the world doesn't want you to know or don't know. They want you to believe. Because remember, if you believe, that means you don't know. So wouldn't you rather go through your whole life instead of believing what somebody else tells you, knowing because you did the research and the effort it took to get it or learn it? That's up to you. If you're not willing to put in the effort, like they say, you get what you give. So if you want to truly be a magnet, don't be shocked at what you're attracted to. You're an energetic being. You're going to attract things. And if the same things keep coming to you over and over again, that's something you need to figure out why. And until you face that, it's like getting left back in 5th grade. You're going to keep getting left back until one day you quit, or you decide today's the day I finally need to learn the lessons so I can move forward. And then it won't repeat anymore. So people can be their own worst enemies, or they can finally decide today's the day. So no matter how many people tell you you can't do it, or you can't make it, or it's too hard, or you've failed before, so what? Failure is something that can teach you not to do something, and you can learn something positive from that. Or you could be like most people who crawl up in a bowl and start crying and never get anywhere in life. So, you know, I'm not living in in some mansion in the Bahamas, but you know what? I picked up and moved to Florida, a place I always said I would end up being. I'm very happy. Things are not always perfect, but that's okay. I've been able to survive dying, because if you watch my channel, you know I almost died a couple of months ago. A house 2 houses down from mine burnt to the ground. It never reached our house, you know, knock on wood. The first day, and Comic Mag just did a super chat. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. The first day I was at the Wagon Wheel, it was a stormy day. It was like almost not a hurricane, but an extremely windy storm. And they have these awnings in the back that are held by 2x4 wood. Well, the wind got so strong, it loosened the connection, and the 2x4 came at my head and just grazed me on the side of my temple. So if I would have moved an inch over, that thing would have flung and hit me into the temple. Who knows if it would have killed me or at the very least knocked me out. So, you know, sometimes the negativity, and somebody put this in a good perspective the other day, say, look at all the things you almost had. Think of it from a positive way. The board almost hit you, but it didn't. You almost died on your bathroom floor, but you didn't. Your house got very close to potentially being burned down, and yet it didn't. So you should see yourself as very lucky. Glass is half full. So, you know, you don't have to have everything to have a perfect life. Sometimes you just have to have the one thing that's perfect for you, or the one person that's perfect for you. So hopefully this will be, and that's what I want my channel to be about. Comics are great, but if your life sucks, and you're just getting them to try and fill a void, it's like throwing, you know, a grain of sand into an endless pool and wondering why it never fills up. So I want people to change their mindset. So I'm not going to get 50,000 views. I'm not going to have 5 million subscribers, and I don't care. I'd love it, sure, but if I have 10 people right now out of the 43 that are currently listening, and 10 of them listen, and of those 10, one of them decides to try it, and they end up changing their life in some way that makes them better, well, then that's a beautiful thing. Now just imagine if I didn't make this video and that person did not have this opportunity to hear it. Where would their life be going? So, quality over quantity. So those are the books. I know this is a long one. I warned people in the beginning, so if you like this kind of stuff, give it a thumbs up. Please let me know what you thought. Let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. Of course, it's a surprise, so no one will know until I say the name. And if you want one, I mean, it's nice if you hit subscribe, and I'd love you to do it, but you don't have to, because there's no real way to check anyway, and I'm not going to check. We are going to go with, let's see, the Last Avenger 85. Last Avenger 85, you will be today's surprise subscriber shout out. Please, everybody in the comment section, give them a thumbs up themselves, give a shout out to the shout out, and also don't forget to share that link and click on it, because if you join the cashback program, and if you click on the link, it helps my channel if you spend $25 or more within the first 90 days. I just put the link in the description. It's in the live chat. and you will also get $10 additional cash back if you do it. So those are the comics. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for watching. I hope you appreciated this. If you're one of my Ultra Power viewers, don't forget to tell people, let's see, let's do this, what you see right here, and that is a pyramid. So if you watch from beginning to end, you're a Power viewer. If you watch every video from beginning to end, you are an Ultra Power viewer. Make it known in the comments section. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy your day, and don't forget, it is not you, it is not I, it's We Love Comics. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day. And Timothy just did a super chat. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome.